what's going on? Muriel from the Sunshine Family and driving an ATV in Costa Rica, and some big warnings. Please watch my video until the end if you're planning of coming to Costa Rica and you're planning of driving an ATV. I'm sitting right now on my own ATV. I just came home and here's my buddy who was just happy to see me again. I came home on this ATV, but something happened in front of me right before I drove in my own driveway, and I'm gonna tell you about it so you can learn from it. Okay, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Like I said, my name is Muriel, and if you wonder who are you and why you're making these videos, well, I moved to Costa Rica in 2018. I vacationed here before. I fell in love with the area, and because my husband Dirk and I work online since 2013 already, we quit my job and replaced his restaurants in 2015 thanks to our online business. Now we're teaching for many years already people from all over the world how to set up an online business, the concepts of affiliate marketing and more. So we had the freedom to open up our laptops, close them in the Netherlands, that's my weird language, my weird accent, and open them up here in Costa Rica. And it has been the most exciting adventure ever. And my channel was born thanks to all the questions people asked me so far. So I'm here committed to share everything I have learned myself. And I'm here with some huge warnings about driving an ATV in Costa Rica, especially in those awesome and, adventurous rural areas, which happen to be where I live. I live in the area Santa Teresa, which is on the peninsula de Nicoya in the province Punta Arenas. And the fact is that we have many bad infrastructure roads, many dirt roads. And the fact that I am driving my quad is not because I think it's super cool to drive a quad. Actually, perhaps you think it's super cool. I just see it more as a way of going from A to B. And my biggest warning and the biggest thing, and it happened to me the very first time I went at a quad, which was a smaller size, is that you can make accidents with it. I tell you, it happened to me as well. So I know as no other how easy those things can flip over. Although you think this is safer than a motorbike, it is easier and cheaper than a car, those things cannot flip, but they can if you do stupid things and are speeding. So I just already touched on reason number one, the top number one, don't do that with an ATV, a rental or your own. It really doesn't matter, it's all the same. Don't speed. Best is that you just drive around between 30 and 40 max. It is really easy to speed up before you know it. You're driving 60 with those things, but the fact is that you're so vulnerable by so many different things, right? So one, why would you be super vulnerable? What are the biggest accidents? What is the biggest causes of accidents with ATVs? Well, if you're speeding, then you cannot really anticipate if one, a dog crosses the street. Two, if a child and a mom are just walking along the street, which happens a lot even on roads like this. So this is my own road, this is my own property, but we have roads like this and people are walking there, and then you are passing, and if people can make uncertain movements, right? And if you're speeding, you cannot anticipate on them. And by the way, if you're speeding, you cause a lot of danger for them, and you cause a lot of dust, because a lot of dust will come off those roads and people are breathing that in. Remember, the dirt roads that people are driving on are also roads where people live, right? I'm living here, that's my gate. There's a dirt road behind it. So what can also happen? Well, our roads, like I said, have a bad infrastructure. They're this dirt road. So sometimes they fix them and we don't have any holes, but after a big rain, the whole situation can be completely different. So there can be a big gap in the road, like because the rainwater is finding its way to cross the road, and sometimes there's these bumps, and from a distance, if you're speeding, you can see how deep those bumps are, and literally your wheel can get stuck. You can really flip over like this, right? So the conditions of the roads really require that you drive slow, right? Can you imagine what will happen with you? So let me just tell you what just happened. So I was driving home over this dirt road. I came from the area Delicias, almost home, and there was this guy behind me without a helmet, with a backpack on, speeding, because I know he was behind me very far, and he just was right driving behind me. I drive slow, between 30 and 40, and it was a straight road, and in a very dangerous blind corner he wanted to pass me, but a bajo was coming towards me. So I saw everything happening in my mirror. He was just holding in, and then right before the road ran down. It's a very bubbly road. It goes like this. It has all bumps. It's not stable. Where you don't drive slow, you flip over. And he was speeding up before he went on that road down, leading to the bridge. Ooh, something in my eye. And he flipped over. He was lucky to be alive. Like I said, he wasn't wearing a helmet. I always wear a helmet. All my friends, everyone knows that. My kids wear helmets, or should wear helmets. We all wear helmets. So this guy was lucky not to be dead, because you're super vulnerable. What do you think this thing weighs? You can hit a rock, the road, the quad can land on your head. A couple of years. So by the way, it was a rental. I said, "Are you okay?" He was physically totally fine. He had nothing, really, not a scratch, and the only thing he needed was someone to help him flip over the quad again on his four wheels. So that's what happened. So he was okay. But it's not the first time that I saw accidents like this, but also situations where I had to call an ambulance here right in front of my house. That was very bloody. It's not nice, you know, and it all comes down to speeding. Speeding is the biggest reason to make accidents. So not that you're an accident, a danger for yourself, but you put others in danger, right? Passing a car or another vehicle in the blind corner, you always put the one that you are passing in danger as well, because when the truck comes up and you're hit, he's hit, or you're hit when you're passing the vehicle. Hi, there's my boy. He got to the shop and get some snacks. Yeah, you put others in danger, so please pay attention. What else? Yeah, stuff can be on the road. You don't know, if you don't know the roads, especially in the dark. Don't drive in the dark anyways, and just have respect for the nature. If you're speeding, you make a lot of dust, you make a lot of noise, and also we live here with dogs, kids, and everything. People can cross the street, and when you're speeding and crossing those little villages, like weird people, crazy people speeding, you put so many people in danger, including yourself. Yeah, basically that's it. You know, use this well, use it how it's meant to be used. You can go from A to B, you can cross rivers with it, enjoy while doing it, but stay safe, right? Don't ruin your vacation, if you're vacationing in Costa Rica, by creating an accident. And I have so many stories to share. It was last year that my friends were here from the Netherlands, my best friend and her daughter, and she rented a quad. We had a quad ride, a tour like today. We just went to Montezuma. I remember that we did a little tour, and the next day they went touring themselves, and we visited the waterfalls in Montezuma. This is actually a really shocking story, but you need to hear this. A warning. This is all about warnings, right? About when you're driving an ATV. We met this, I was there, I met this awesome couple from Canada who were at the waterfalls too, and my friend said, yeah, you never guess what happened. That was the next day, because we had all dinner. We met in the same restaurant right after the waterfall afternoon. the next day, after we went to the restaurant, after the waterfalls, the next day they went touring again and met this girl in Montezuma again, but without her husband, because they had a quad accident and he had to be with an emergency flight go back to Canada. He broke his back and he was life-threatened. How do you say that? He hurt himself so badly, his life was in danger, and she was following him that night. So to go back. So just saying, people die from driving ATVs in Costa Rica because also another story is a friend of us. He lives here. He was wearing a helmet. He was not speeding. But people from the electricity company were fixing those wires. You see that a lot, right? Those wires, we have it here on the property, but you see them at the sides of the road. They were fixing some electricity stuff, and the wire was cut, and then just like a whip, pushed like a piece of a palm tree. And then at the moment that the whole thing was launched, like the palm tree and the wire, he drove by and hit his quad, which really just flipped over a couple of times, and he seriously injured his leg. So he was happy to wear a helmet. This was not his fault at all. This was the jungle. This was the big palm tree combined with a wire that just was snapping and snapped a piece of a palm tree with him. Just, you know, those things, you know. Don't speed, wear helmets, and pay attention to everything that's around you. Yeah, that's my point, and I hope that you can learn from it. Again, this is not like a speech, like don't drive ATVs. It's awesome. Those ATVs, it's awesome, but use them well and enjoy what Costa Rica has to offer for you. I hope this was valuable. Are you sleeping? You want to say something? My lucky. And there's my Joey. Today, I posted on my Facebook that we have Joey for 2 years. He was a baby puppy 2 years ago. Who would have known that he would be so big? Who actually knew. But yeah, life is awesome living in Costa Rica. I just enjoy it every single day. And I hope that my videos inspire you to come and move to Costa Rica. I have a world of information in the description below my videos. So find that description to learn more about what it is that I do online. If you would like to see what my favorite book tips are, there's free courses. I create a free course, Roadmap to Freedom, for you. If you want to know what it takes to build a business online for yourself, you can find it in the description below. And just reach out to me if you have anything to ask me, you want anything to add, leave it in the comments below. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. This was Muriel from the Sunshine Family.